okay, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, this left and right is throwing me off. Gotta get my hair in place. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. How are you doing? It's been a while since I showed my face. So, let's see what beautiful messages are here today from the universe for all of you. Please guide all my beautiful souls. Show them what they need to see today. So the very first card is the Ace of Swords. This is a beautiful card to get. There is a breakthrough coming. There is like a brand new clarity of thought, of life, of power. There's something very powerful that is breaking through in your life. And look, underneath is the world. So, yeah, there's a big cycle, a new cycle that's happening in your life. You see, that's the world there. And there's a brand new era, a brand new era for you in your life. And yeah, that's what's happening. You're completing something big, something major, or whatever you couldn't break through before, whatever you couldn't go again, whatever you couldn't, somehow you couldn't cut through it, you couldn't get through it, you were just always getting blocked in a certain area of your life. I am seeing you breaking through it. I'm seeing a brand new beginning for you, because aces are new beginnings, you see. Aces are new beginnings. So there is a brand new beginning here. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we have for my lovelies. Wow, I told you. Look at that. That's the Fool. The Fool is a brand new beginning as well. And the Fool is about taking a leap of faith into the unknown. It's about, about dropping all your baggage and jumping in with joy into a new vista, a new horizon, a new era of your life. Yeah, absolutely. Look how joyous she is. She is so excited about this. She's so happy about this. She's like, yes, she's got her arms up in the air. And she's like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to go for this leap. Um, so yeah, there is a new beginning here, a beautiful new beginning. Let's see what else. What else have we got for my collective? Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, the Page of Pentacles is like a message or some communication that's coming your way, something that is going to turn your life in the most beautiful way, because that's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, oh my gosh, the Wheel of Fortune. I am challenged. I'm just okay. The Wheel of Fortune, here we are, is about things turning in your favor. And it is about things finally, your fortune is turning. Your life is turning for the better. Everything that you want is happening in your life. It is happening, and everything you've been waiting for is beginning to happen. You see, all the things that you want, your wishes are coming true. It's like wish upon a star. There's a pot of gold. There's the house there. There's the love there. There's the education. There's the ring, the commitment. There's the I don't know, this is the sun. So things are like shining in your life. Things are progressing in a huge way. Okay, So I'm getting quite thrown off by this non-mirroring image while I'm doing this live. So bear with me if I'm pointing at the wrong things. And yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, it didn't do that before. Okay. So, and for those of you listening, I mean, there's just a bit of humor there for you with my confusion. This is really good for your left and right brain coordination because it's the opposite of what you see in front of you. Interesting. That's an interesting concept too. Like, what are we seeing? And is our brain not used to aligning with certain things? And maybe we need to shift the way we see things for us to see things clearly. There's some wisdom from what's happening right now. All right, let's see what else we have. Show me more from my beauties. What have we got? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles and the Hangman. So the Four of Pentacles is about, security, and yet it can be where you're holding on so tight to what you have that you are no longer living. You're just staying in one place because you're so afraid to spend. You're so afraid to, um, yeah, to let go. So that's what's keeping you stuck. You're afraid to let go. You're afraid of taking risks. You're afraid that if you take a risk, you'll lose everything that you have, you know. So let's see what else we have. Let's see. Maybe, and also maybe you have to save, right? Sometimes you have to. It's good to save. I always tell people, I learned this very late in my life, but save. Save. Don't just spend on nonsense and rubbish that you cannot account for later on in your life. Once in a while it's great, but then if you just go around buying everything you see and everything you want, and there's nothing to show for it. But if you take that and you say to yourself, no, I don't really need that thing. I really don't need that thing at all. Is it going to make my life better? Is it going to really, really give me that sense of joy that I want? If it is, it's a yes. If it's a no, it's just like, oh, I'm just buying it because. Then do not indulge. Do save. I always tell people, do save, because before you know it, you have like a huge lump sum, and then you have the freedom to do what you want. Savings helps you like I say, save like a pauper and spend like a king. So save so that you can live that king life, and not just throwing away your money for silly things that you really don't need. And it's become a very consumeristic society, and you're constantly being bombarded with visuals of how wonderful you'll feel, how happy you'll feel when you have this product and when you have that product. Just make sure you're not being influenced wrongly, and yeah, and do save. So I'm seeing here, yes, some of you have had to save. Okay, this is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of investing. This is a card of putting your money in and watching it grow. So make sure you're doing that. Put your money into things that are going to grow your wealth. And what I'm seeing is, after a period of saving and after a period of really, like, being very cautious with your wealth, you're coming into a time of victory, a time of like big fortune, because your wealth is growing. And if that hasn't happened for you, then what is going on with my hair today? If that hasn't happened, then start doing that now, is the advice. Is definitely put some money away, start saving, start putting in money for your uh, big amount, which will collect. Time passes so fast before you know it. It's like, wow. And you don't want to think, had I started 5 years ago, I would have had this huge sum of money. You want to start doing it now. So do it now. Okay, my darlings? All right, let's see what else. What else? The Two of Swords. Okay. The Two of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Cups. So this is about stagnation for sure. Some of you are very stuck. You're very stuck, and you maybe it has to do with your finances, like you're not doing well when it comes to whatever. It doesn't have to be your finances, but it could be. And you're not doing great there, and you're feeling very, very stuck, and you're tempted to do wrong things. You're tempted to do wrong things to get what you want, and it's clearly saying, look at that, there's the devil there. Do not indulge in something that is going to devastate you in the long run. It's not going to be good for you. And this woman here with the two, maybe you're right now, you're contemplating doing something that is not good for you. And that's indecision. It could be anything. It could be bad habits like, drugs, or it could be eating too much, or it could be spending too much, or it could be uh, indulging in too much drinking, alcohol. And it could come because you're feeling so unhappy with your life, because you're you're feeling stuck, that you're indulging in things that are really not good for you. So it's saying, please watch yourself. This time will pass, but in this time, don't ruin your future. Don't ruin what is ahead of you by drowning in what you're dealing with, by dealing with it in destructive ways or hurting yourself. Because when you do these things, you are hurting yourself. If you're drinking too much, if you're doing drugs, if you're just spending money you don't have, you are hurting yourself. So stop hurting yourself. That's a huge one. A lot of people unconsciously hurt themselves, and they sabotage themselves by doing all these things and worse. So if you are in that mind space where things are not going your way, and you felt like, oh my gosh, I just can't cope with this anymore, and you're steering towards things that are unhealthy and not good for you, just tell yourself, understand that things are changing. This is not the end all. And you can change it by taking control of your own self. Sometimes circumstances are just not going to be the way you want them to be, but how you are through them, how you choose to be through them, is what will determine whether you're going to come out of this stronger and with more wisdom, or you're going to drown and you're going to defeat yourself, really. you know so I'm not saying it's easy. It's very difficult. All right, it's not easy, but clearly that's the advice from the universe. Then you have the King of Wands. This is a card of entrepreneurial ventures. This is a card of in this card it looks like he's looking at the globe and saying, where am I going? So maybe some of you are thinking of world domination. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe you have some really lofty goals, or maybe you have, like, you want to expand your business, or you want to travel, or you want to study abroad, or something to do with going abroad, or something to do with the planet. I'm seeing that this person is creating a strategy, and it's important to create a strategy for where you want to go. So some of you are entering a period where you are thinking of migrating, or thinking of leaving where you are and going to live somewhere else. Let's see what else. Show me more. There's the Empress. Okay. The Empress is about abundance. It is about, you see, there's so much fruit in the tree. It's about birthing something. So I also see, like, I'm getting the feeling that you're looking for places that could give you more opportunities, that could give you more abundance, that could give you more in your life. Let's see what else. Ace of Wands. So, yeah, you have a lot of new breakthroughs coming. This is the Ace of Wands. You're going to have clarity of thought, and you are going to have clarity of action. So, you're going to know um, where to go, and then what you need to do, and you will do it, and how to do it. So, I do see you going somewhere. I see you taking a step towards your future, which is going to be really good because it started with this, the Ace of Swords and the Fool. So you are leaving behind this time of limbo. This is what the Hangman is about. It's about being in a state of limbo. You're leaving this time behind and you're entering a time of like expansion. I keep getting this word, expansion. You're expanding your life, your horizon, where you are. Maybe a lot of you will be going to places you've never been to before. You'll be traveling, and you'll be looking at opportunities abroad as well. Okay, let's see what else. Wow, the Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers. So I am seeing here that you are at a crossroads in your life. And for some of you, okay, like I am seeing at this crossroads, you are going to meet your twin flame because you've spent a lot of time alone, a lot of time building yourself up, doing everything independently. But now, finally, the person who can hold your hand through it, can, watch the magic unfold. This is the magic. This is the magic that's happening here. And this beautiful magic is um, emerging. So I do see that you will meet your twin flame. This is a very clear message for those of you who have been waiting for your twin flame, waiting for that person to share your life with. That person is coming now. If you're watching this and you're single and you've been waiting, this is your message. It's here, and I'm getting it very strongly. Like this, very strongly, I'm getting that you are finally going to meet the partner, the person to share this journey with. And for some of you who are already in a relationship, happily, you know, in a relationship, this can be a partner for your business, with whom you will really be able to grow whatever it is that you want to grow financially and in your career. All right, let's see what else. But there's something very magical that's happening. There's something very powerful that's unfolding in your life. And I see unity, I see collaboration, I see love, I see um, strength and power in a partnership. And let's see, and a lot of abundance, a lot of abundance. Okay, the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords. All right. Okay, so few of you might be dealing with a younger person who is very, very, like maybe a teenager who's become very difficult to handle. This could be your child, and there's the King of Cups and there's the Knight of Swords. So this can be about like a relationship, a parent and child relationship, where they're coming at you with things you never heard before. They're saying things you never heard before. They're behaving very, very like sharp and aggressive, and just how teenagers can be. So that's a very specific message that came through, but it's telling you just approach it with love. That's the King of Cups. The King of Cups is he is the master of his emotions. His throne is in the ocean. So just imagine being thrown in the ocean and having, your throne. You're thrown in the ocean and your throne is on the ocean, in the ocean. So I'm saying when you are in, the ocean of emotions, this is turning into like a, I don't know, poem. Then remember that you are the king. You are the king of the ocean of emotions. Your throne is, oh no. This is my air conditioning going crazy. Okay, there we go. We don't want it to explode. Um, so yeah, so remember you are the master of your emotions. You remember that you are the king of that. And no matter how rough the sea of emotions, no matter what challenges come your way, you are the king. So take charge of your emotions when it comes to, and if it's not a young person, if it's not a teenager, it could just be things coming at you, people's words, it's, the swords are about words, they're about thoughts, they're about, and the Knight of Swords is very rash, does not think before they speak. So maybe you're being like that. Maybe you're speaking, in this way, or just being very rude, or being very like brash with others. And it's asking you to just understand that you are the king of your emotions, and you don't need to allow, and this could be your inner child coming out as well. If it's not an actual child in your life, it could be your inner child coming out and being very thoughtless, and being very like stubborn, and saying things that are hurtful, and acting in ways that are thoughtless. So it's saying definitely, and where does it come from? It's like your emotions, right? Your emotions are being riled up, or you're thinking in a certain way. So it's the chicken and the egg story, right? Is it your emotions that cause your thinking, or is it your thinking that causes your emotions? I think it goes both ways, but more often than not, it's the way you're thinking, and the way you've programmed yourself, or have been programmed through your life, that is causing you to feel a certain way. So stop allowing these aggressive negative thoughts to take over your emotions, and take a hold of yourself and say enough. I don't have to indulge in every little thought I have, in every little feeling that I have. I can master it, and I can take control. I don't mean repress your feelings. I don't mean allow people to treat you badly and just be quiet, you know, and then be passive aggressive later, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having a grasp on yourself and saying, do I really need to go there? Do I really need to allow myself to be so entitled to my thinking and my emotions? This is the problem. We're so entitled. We're so entitled. And everything around us is teaching us that you deserve to be heard. You deserve to like speak your mind. You deserve, and of course you do. But that doesn't mean you take it to the extreme. That doesn't mean you indulge in every single thought and every single emotion. You can watch your emotions, you can watch your thoughts, and you yourself can analyze them and say, is this important? Or can I just let this go? Right? Know when it's important to speak up, and know when it's important to just let it go. And that is a fine balance which you have to understand within yourself, and which you have to cultivate within yourself. But unless we have the awareness to do that, that yes, I have the ability to decipher between what is very, very important to communicate, to speak about, and what is not, what you can just let go of. Like they say, don't sweat the small stuff. Just don't. Just tell yourself, calm down, relax. This is not important in the bigger picture. But yeah, if it's something that is really disturbing, really needs to be addressed, of course you can do it. But again, the way you do it, you can choose before. You can choose the way you're going to communicate that. And you can you can choose how you will be in that circumstance. So having that a forethought, thinking before you do things, or express things, especially in a difficult circumstance, is very, very helpful, and I would recommend it. And I'm telling you all these things because I have had to learn this in my own life, because I'm very outspoken. It's difficult for me not to say what I think. It's difficult for me not to stand up for something that is wrong. It's difficult for me to like not voice my opinion. So I've had to teach myself to the curb my impulse when it is not required, when really you have to choose your battles. Is this one worth it? No, it's not. So, yeah, I tell you because I myself deal with that. I myself work on that. Okay, let's see what else. Show me more. Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So, what I am seeing here, Come back. What I am seeing here is, all right, there, I got it. What I'm seeing here is you are going to have a great victory. This is the Six of Wands. It's a card of victory. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. And this victory has been long time coming. It's been a long time. You have been waiting for this for a very long time. You've also been very patient with this. You have this is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight. So you're receiving what you have been waiting for, what you have been working towards, what you have been um, you know investing in. And there it is. There it is. You're going to receive it. And those of you who've been working on like success, trying to be more successful, more wealthy, you are now going to have that. You're going to have that success. You're going to have that wealth because you have invested correctly in yourself. And it is coming in. Here it is. Here is the night. You know, here is the night coming in and giving you what you have been waiting for. There it is. There it is. There's a huge gift coming your way. You have waited for this. It's coming your way. And yeah, it's here. Hello. How are you? How are you? Lovely to have everybody who is here. Welcome. Let's see what else. Let's see what other beautiful messages are here for all of you. Okay, look. Again, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you are definitely receiving some money. And look, again, the Page of Wands. There is communication coming in. For some of you, this could be, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. How sweet of you. So, yeah, so I'm seeing, you know, like something to do maybe even about your taxes, like you didn't know it was owed to you and it's going to come in. Something that was owed to you is going to come in for you because this is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is like my lawyer, my doctor, my software engineer, my accountant. So I'm seeing something about your accounts where you're going to receive some sort of windfall which you weren't expecting, and it's coming in. You're going to hear, or you're going to receive the message very soon about this money that you didn't know about that's coming in, or it was like a savings account you forgot about, or it's like some inheritance that you didn't know was there, and you're going to receive that. So that is amazing. Wow. Now I'm going to put these cards back because there's so many, and I am going to get some Moonology cards out. So let's see what the Moonology deck is saying today. All right. And how are you doing? How's everything going for you in this year, 2024? Look at what came through. It says, don't let pride get in your way. I think that's a very important message because a lot of times we do allow pride to get in the way, don't we? Let's see what else is showing up. A time for healing. Yeah, so this could be about a relationship where maybe you are letting pride get in your way. And it's saying, don't let that happen. Heal instead. Heal your relationships instead. Heal your thinking and your life instead of becoming full of pride. And then you just cut off what is good in your life. Let's see. Balance spirituality and practicality. So definitely take time to balance your life. It's important to be spiritual, but it's also important to be practical. And if you're truly like, spirituality will always encourage you to be practical, always encourage you to be balanced in the way you do things, in the way you say things, in the way you are. Let's see what else. Wow, prosperity lies ahead. I told you, you are receiving some major, um, windfall. It's coming in big time. It's coming in big time. And look, what else? Wow, you are very close to achieving your goals. Oh my gosh, I love this message. Claim it, my darlings. Believe it, receive it. And when we create that space inside of ourselves, when we believe, when we feel that energy inside of us that yes, it's happening. Yes, I'm close to achieving my goals. Yes, prosperity is in my life. You then attract that energy into your life. Then you'll see naturally the abundance pouring into your life. You'll see naturally opportunities coming towards you. So the way we speak, great, claim it. Yes, claim it. The way we speak about our lives, the way we speak our lives into being, really. So speak good things, talk good things about your life. Don't say negative things about your life or about yourself. Always talk about, like, what is it that you dream of, what is it that you want. Speak those things into being. Like, people might think you're nuts, but you can you can go around speaking it into being. Like, I kept telling everybody, I'm going to leave the city and I'm going to move to another city. I'm going to leave the city, I'm going to move. And at the time, people were like, what are you talking about? Like, how are you going to do that? What are you saying? This was many years ago when things were not as easy as it is today to just like migrate or go to another city. And then it did happen. I got a job in another country and then I was living there. So even if it seems impossible, keep speaking it into being, and let anybody think whatever they want. It doesn't matter. You just speak it into being. You speak as if you are there. You speak as if you have what you want. It's already here. It's already here. You are not waiting for it. It's already here. Like, if you want to be in the relationship that you want, you can just speak it into being and say, maybe don't go around telling people this one, but but you can, like, speak it to yourself, or you can feel the energy of the person standing next to you, that your soulmate. What does it feel like when you're holding their hand, or when they're like sitting across you from a dinner table and smiling at you and talking to you? Just feel those feelings. And you have to do it regularly. You can't just do it once and forget about it. Keep doing it regularly, and then you manifest it into being. Or whatever it is, if it's your career, see yourself sitting in a position of power. See yourself sitting, in the boss's chair, and see yourself talking to people and giving them instructions. Or see yourself going to the bank and withdrawing a huge sum of money. Or see yourself going to this beautiful luxury store and buying yourself whatever it is that seems unattainable, or that seems like impossible right now. You've got to see it, visualize it, in your mind's eye. Or if you're a certain way, like, you have qualities that are not good, that don't work for you. Maybe you're very angry, maybe you're very aggressive, maybe you're too shy, maybe whatever it is that doesn't work for you. See yourself, envision yourself being what you would like to be, and see yourself acting in the world the way you would like to act, and experience it, and have no doubt about it. Because truly, scientifically, your mind doesn't know the difference between you doing it actually in reality and you just thinking, or envisioning it. So take 5 minutes every day, whatever your goal is, and just see yourself being that, experiencing that, and every day. And the best time actually to do it is just before you go to bed, because you're in a relaxed state. Or you can do it as soon as you wake up, because your mind is still calm, it's still peaceful, it still hasn't gone into all the, like, the craziness of what's to come. Like, I have to do this, I have to do that, that's going to happen, this one said that. No, no, no. You, this is when you do it, and it's amazing. You will see it manifesting in your life. It's what happens is people do it once and they're like, oh, nothing's happening, it's not manifesting. Just like anything you do, you've got to put time into it, you've got to do it consistently. But having said that, if you have an aha, if you have a breakthrough in your mind, immediate miracles happen. Immediately things start to manifest in your life. But you have to practice bringing yourself into that state. You practice, you follow manifestation, that's great. Yes, it does work. Yes, it does work. That's wonderful. What have you manifested? Tell me, what did you manifest? What was the thing you manifested? I would love to hear what you manifested. Look at that. It says work through your fears. It's so important for us to do that, because fear can really be debilitating. What it does is it stops us from living our best lives. It stops us from achieving what we want to achieve. It stops us from reaching our full potential, really. And it's an illusion. I don't mean, like, of course, sometimes we're in actual physical danger, then you pay attention. I mean, a lot of our fears are just in our mind. They're not real, a lot of them. And a lot of them stop us from living our full life. And I keep reminding myself, if I'm afraid, or if I'm like, shouldn't I, should I do this, shouldn't I do that? Um, I keep reminding myself that this is a temporary journey, you know. So don't wait too long, and don't think too much, and don't overthink things. Like, if you feel the inclination to do something, and there are no guarantees for anything, of course. And I think that's where a lot of the fear comes from, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of, oh my gosh, but if I do this, I could ruin my life forever. Or if I do this, maybe I'll have wasted my time. But that's the thing, that's what life is. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And you've got to take a leap of faith, like the first card with the fool. You've got to take a leap of faith sometimes, and take a leap of faith into yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe that you've got this. Believe that even if it's not good, you're okay. You'll handle it. You'll be okay. You will. You'll get through it. But if it is good, what if it is good? You'll have experienced something beautiful. And, not to an extreme, but most of the time, it's good for us to experience different environments, different things. Change is good for our brain. And it's good for us to, like, it helps us to be more effective. It helps us to be more productive in life when you experience change, when you give yourself a chance to see different things, do different things. And sometimes, yeah, you can feel stuck. You can just start feeling very afraid to go and experience these things. But it's saying work through your fears. And even about love, sometimes we're afraid because we've been hurt so deeply that we're afraid to give someone a chance, because it hurts a lot. It hurts a lot, and it's not easy, right? Right. Exactly. Exactly. We've got to do things now. Do things now. And look at this. It says your hard work is paying off. So if you're feeling afraid about your future and you're like, I don't know if it's going to work out, I don't know if I'm going to succeed, just understand that everything you do is adding to it's accumulating for your vision, for your success. Even if right now you don't succeed, even if right now you don't see the result, it doesn't mean it isn't coming. So keep on working at it. Don't give up. That's the difference between people who succeed and the ones who fail. It's the ones who can't keep going, the ones who give up just before they succeed. And I know sometimes it's a long, long journey, and sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this forever and I don't see any results. Then maybe you need to examine, like, are you really passionate about this? And are you good at this? Do you have the gift for this? It's important to be realistic with yourself as well. You know, but not to the point where you discourage yourself. So sometimes I know I am contradicting myself, but sometimes having this, like, what's the word, belief in yourself that is almost delusional can actually work in your favor. I've seen people who may not be that gifted at something, but they did not give up, and their belief in themselves was so fierce that they made it happen. That for whatever reason, you may look at them and be like, this person doesn't deserve it. Like, how is this person here? It's because they kept on. Don't judge them. They worked very hard to get to where they are. People often look at people and they're like, oh, they got it so easily. You don't know what this person went through to get there. A lot of times, yes, sometimes do it does happen. People are just very lucky and things happen very easily. But a lot of times people have worked very hard behind the scenes. You don't see the struggle. You don't see what they've been through. So keep on, and it is paying off. Whatever you have put in, you're receiving. You're receiving. Let's see what else. A time to give rather than to take. I love this message because do you know the satisfaction of helping somebody, of giving? It is the most beautiful gift to yourself, actually. You know, you're not doing it to be selfish. You're not like, oh, I'm going to give so that I feel better. Just the act of helping somebody or giving to somebody is it is a gift to you. It is a gift to you. So yeah, make sure you're giving to others, make sure you're sharing with others, because when we become very selfish, we become extremely unhappy. Just watch yourself, see where you're being selfish and see if it's making you feel good. And there's a difference between being selfish and self-care. So I'm not talking about where you don't take care of yourself and you sacrifice yourself for everybody. Absolutely not. I mean, when you're actually being selfish, when you could share, you're not sharing, right? So make sure you're helping others, you're being good to others, and you're helping yourself as well. So important to love yourself, so important to be there for yourself. Actually, the most important thing. And that's not selfish. That is self care, that is self worth, that is self belief, that is um, giving yourself unconditional love and support. Because if you don't give it to yourself, who's going to give it to you? You've got to first give it to yourself, okay? Let's see from, ooh, healing chaos is what we have here. Healing chaos. So there are multiple messages coming through. Take what resonates with you, okay, my lovelies? And forgiveness. Look at that. Healing chaos and forgiveness. Wow. So you are going through, maybe you're going through a rough time. You know, maybe you feel like you're in a tornado. Maybe you feel like it's chaotic and it's been a, like, this tornado of emotions, of feelings, or somebody's really hurt you, or something's happened in your family or in your life or in your relationships or in your career, whatever, and you feel like you've just been tossed into this tornado and you don't feel like you can put your feet down. You feel like, oh my gosh, when am I going to be able to just stand still and have a breath, you know? um, if you're going through that, look, you have forgiveness with that. So maybe there is a need, one, for you to forgive yourself. Okay, a lot of times we work in our lives with guilt. We feel guilty about something, and then we create this whirlwind in our lives, this tornado of pain. And it's important for you to forgive yourself. So stop feeling undeserving because you did something wrong. We're human. We all falter. We all make mistakes. Forgive yourself first. And if it is about some other people in your life who are making you feel this way, I know it's hard, but maybe you can just make room for yourself by forgiving. right? I asked my client, what is forgiveness to you? And she said, forgiveness is letting go of negativity so that you can make room for good things in your life. And I loved that. I loved that. I was like, yes, the more I can remove this from my life, the more I can have space for things to grow, good things to grow. So remove the seeds of negativity from your life and you will see healing. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. And how are you all doing? Look at this. Going forward. Look at this path. It's so calm. It's so beautiful. It's just a sense of hope, a sense of light ahead of you. So I do see you going from this time of immense chaos and turbulence and pain and darkness. Maybe you've been in the dark. Maybe mentally you've not felt well. Maybe you've just felt like, will I ever get my mind back? Will I ever feel good again? Well, yes, you will. Yes, you will, because there is this path of pure bliss and peace ahead of you. And when you can forgive, when you can let go, just let go of the past. As soon as you do that, there is that path in front of you because it's a choice. You're making that choice and saying, I choose to let go and I choose to walk down this beautiful path in front of me. No more being in the tornado. No more. You're done with that. You're completely and totally done with that. Now, what I'm going to do is pick a card, all right, or pick a group. Let's say pick a group. And whoever's here, like, what would you like to, which topic should we do pick a card for? Type, let me see. What would you like to do pick a card for? I mean, you can do love, you can do career, or we can do both. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's start with career. Let's start with career, okay? Pick group 1 or 2, and let's see what it's saying about your career. So, group 1, 7 of Wands. Okay, what have we got here? 7 of Wands is about defending your ground, defending your territory. Maybe you've been experiencing a lot of challenges in your career, like lots of things have been coming up, for you, dealing with a lot of things. Maybe people, maybe the environment you work in isn't that great, or it's very difficult to navigate through these experiences. And you've got the moon, okay? So can you see this cat is looking at themselves and they see the puma. And so it's important to see yourself, not just how you appear, not just your physical appearance, but see the power inside of you, see the true reflection of yourself. So feel worthy of this power in your career, is what I'm seeing. Feel your own strength and power, and don't let anyone push you around. Don't let anyone corner you and push you around. Understand, walk into your career, the environment, like that puma, strong. You're not a kitten, you are powerful. And don't and if people are trying to bully you in your career, just stand up in your power. Walk with power, walk with confidence, and people will feel it and they'll know not to mess with you. So if you're in a situation where you can't speak up and you find it difficult to like navigate through all the politics and all that in your career, it's saying feel your power, and a breakthrough is coming, okay? Because it's the Page of Swords. Communicate confidently and clearly. I don't mean be arrogant and be like obnoxious. No, I mean be calm and be strong in yourself, and then communicate. So I do see some clarity coming in for your career, and I see like you are rising in your power when it comes to your career. So there's good progress here for you in your career, okay? And those of you who chose card or group 2, let's see about your career. Let's see what's showing up. Oh, okay. The Page of Cups and the Three of Swords. Okay, let's get one more card. Oh my, it's been really challenging for you in your career. Wow, this is tough. This is so tough. You feel really trapped. You feel really trapped with where you are, and your heart is broken. You're not happy. You're not happy, and maybe you're a creative soul. Maybe what you want to do is something creative, but you're not. You can't do it because you're stuck in this career because you have to do what you're doing right now, but you're not happy there. But let's see what else, okay? Let's see. Wow, that's tough. That's nice. Look, you got the Three of Wands and you got the Eight of Wands. So the Three of Wands is about what you've been waiting for coming towards you, and the Eight of Wands is about everything falling into place, everything becoming easy and smooth. And so you are going from this very difficult time. Maybe you got laid off, maybe you lost your job. Um, I see a new beginning for you where you're going to be doing something that you really enjoy and you really love. You're going to be happy doing what you love. You're not going to be miserable like you are, like you're feeling miserable. It's you're leaving that misery behind, and you are headed to a really beautiful time where things you want are coming towards you. You're going to get to do what you really, really, really love. And this is a blessing in disguise. Like whatever has caused you stress and anxiety with your career, if you lost your job, it's a blessing in disguise because it's giving you the opportunity to really do what you want. So don't feel afraid. Like don't panic. Now use your mind to think, am I not doing what I really love? And how can I do it? How can I make it a reality? How can I actually earn from what I love? And even if you can't do it at this very moment, I tell everybody, and I think it's so important for us to start um, taking down like notes of where you want to be and start creating some sort of plan or some sort of strategy of where you're going in your career or any area of your life, especially your career right now. So that's what I'm seeing. And you are headed into a good time. This bad time is finishing for you in your career. Okay. And yeah, and so this guidance is, it is spiritual guidance, it is guidance for everybody. And listen, what's so important is when you're listening to a reading like this, allowing your own intuition to pick up the messages that you need. And that is your ability. We all have that ability, and I've done a video on how to increase your psychic abilities, because we are all naturally psychic, we're all naturally intuitive. So listen for the messages that speak to you and you feel like, all right, this is my message, this is the message for me. And isn't it beautiful that I can do a reading like this and it can relate to so many people? Because the divine doesn't, it's so powerful. It is so, its language is so beautiful that everyone can hear it for their specific need. And it speaks to everybody in a different way. That's the beauty of receiving messages from the divine for all of you. Okay. Now let's do for love. Okay. Pick group 1 or 2 for love, and we will end the session, end this reading with this one. So pick group 1 or 2 for love. Let's see. Group 1. You're healing. You're healing. Oh my gosh. You're healing. Look at that. The Four of Swords. You are healing. There's so much healing in your life. And you have the King of Cups. So there is someone who's going to love you with all their heart. I mean, all their heart. You're going to get the love that is so complete, so beautiful, so perfect, so emotionally fulfilling. You're going to be loved like you've never been loved before. That's what's coming. Healing and love like you've never seen before. Okay. In your love life. Oh, I love that message. Okay. Those of you who picked group 2, let's see. Wow. Look at this. You're going from the Four of Pentacles, which is just being isolated and alone and like holding on with all you've got to the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of security. It's a card of synchronicity. It's a card of alignment. It's a card of joy. It's also a card of a ceremony or a marriage. So I am seeing you headed towards that. You're going to have a beautiful home with somebody. And if you're already in a relationship, I see you buying your first home together, or the home that you want together, the one that you've been saving up for. So that's what's happening in your love life. If you're already a couple, and if you're single, I am seeing you having the person who you are going to have this beautiful home with, and you're going to be so happy there, and your whole family, like everybody's going to celebrate. There's a huge celebration in your love life. Oh my gosh, I love these messages. They're so beautiful. Yay. Okay, my darlings, that brings me to the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, do like, do share, and do subscribe. I am sending you all my love. Take care of yourselves. Know that you are worthy. You deserve to live a beautiful and wonderful life, and you deserve to be happy. And for everyone around you to be happy, because you are so full of joy. Okay, now I will talk to you again soon, and please do support this community and help me reach more people who need these messages. We all need them, don't we? We all need them. So go ahead and spread this and let others experience these divine messages as well. You are so welcome, my darling. You are so welcome. Blessings and love to you. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye.